What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another Musaic audiophile build for you. This one a Hi-Fi 3 Plus in a brand new Cadillac LYRIQ. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is going to be full audio build. We did kind of a cool subwoofer enclosure, taking the inspiration of this grille. So if we want to just take a mental picture, obviously when I look at this car, that's the first thing that I physically notice about this car is this grille and how it lights up. So naturally we are going to implement that DNA into our subwoofer enclosure. So let's check that out. So subwoofer enclosure, taking that same DNA that you see in the grille, just scaling it to fit kind of the subwoofer enclosure. We have multiple elements here. The lighting you can't really see right now just because it's so bright outside, but I can overlay a video of what it looks like at night. So this is going to be the night version of the acrylic. Right now we just have it cycling through RGB so you can kind of get an understanding of the possibilities, and you know, we can change this to be solid if we want to a certain color to match the inside of the car, or we can just have it scroll and have this really cool effect here. You can see the clear acrylic. We can see directly through it. The light is going to shine off the edges of the acrylic there, which is really rad. And then of course all of these pieces here, that's just etched from our laser on the back of the acrylic, and the light is reflecting off that etch mark from the LED strips, which are embedded into the edges of the acrylic. So that's how all of that works and lights up and has that really cool production look. So going back to the day shot here, it's hard because of all the reflections of that acrylic, but we're using a 13 TW5 JL audio subwoofer that's going to sit behind that acrylic. You can see the upper part is cut out, so that's where the subwoofer is going to vent out. The bottom is all solid, right? And that's where those etched pieces of acrylic, or where the acrylic is etched, is where it's going to light up, that you just saw in that night shot there. You have the LYRIQ emblem there at the bottom. Again, just kind of tough to see during the day because of all the reflections here. But we have all this that lights up. It's all RGB, so you can pick whatever kind of sequence you want this to light up as. Just super clean, simple. We obviously utilize the same carpet that you can see here on the side to match and bring that transition from the factory into our subwoofer enclosure. We have a matching vinyl to the black that you can see inside. And again, just one single 13 TW5. This enclosure is only, I want to say, like 6 inches deep. So again, super thin. Still have all your trunk space here. We actually have both our amps here underneath the enclosure. So we have a Helix V12 DSP amplifier. It's going to be our DSP and amp all in one. It's going to run all the speakers inside the car active. And then we're going to have a Helix P1, which is going to run our 13 TW5 sub. So essentially underneath here, if we pull all this up, you can see our settings. We can still get to the amplifiers right there for service. Connect to them through the USB. All of that is utilized right here underneath this mat. We have the enclosure sitting right underneath, obviously, the trunk cover here, so this is still functional. We have the carpet on top, again, to match everything in and just make it pretty rugged. So super cool subwoofer design. This sub completely gets down, sounds awesome in here. Couldn't be happier with this 13 TW5 setup. Now the inside of the car, again, pretty cool. Only a two-way in this one from the factory. Essentially we had the mid bass in the door. Originally I thought there might have been a three-way in here, just because of how that design looks inside the door. So you see the grille all the way at the bottom, and then you see the silver grille on top. So all that's just one speaker. It's not two individual speakers. There is no mid-range in this door here. So we essentially swapped out that bottom speaker. We utilized the KRX3, so the modern version of the Kevlar three-way component, completely run active. So we have the 6-inch mid bass down here at the bottom. We have the mid-range in the factory location up here on the dashboard in the corner. And then of course we had to make these tweeter pods up here in the sail panel. So there was just window there before. So essentially what we did is we ended up 3D scanning the door, the opening here, and we created a pod that perfectly fits into this opening that is now going to house our tweeter from our Focal 3-way. So you can see we took that same aluminum stainless steel fading design with that pattern. As you can see closely, we did the same pattern up here and made an OEM looking tweeter pod, which sounds really good. Again, to get the tweeters, especially in the sail panel, which is the widest part of the car, is going to help widen our image naturally when we go to tune everything. So simple setup. Again, 3-way up front. We didn't do anything with the center channel. We kept that on a switch. That way, if we're on other presets where we're not using the factory radio, we can utilize that for Bluetooth audio for phone calls. So running you through the presets, we're going to have 3 individual presets. Right here is going to be our Helix conductor. This is going to be our DSP controller, right? So again, we 3D printed this housing here, finished it off and skinned it in gloss black acrylic to match the rest of the design here that you see on the console. So again, so much attention to detail put into all of this. Everything's coming through that smoked acrylic there. So again, this fits, I mean, your arm fits here perfectly. That's going to be like a natural, you know, volume sub bass control and preset controller. So this was all customized to fit the DNA of the car. So again, going over the 3 presets. First preset's going to be the OEM radio. In the case of this car, there is no solution for it yet for like an OEM amp interface. I feel like the GM electric models are different than that of the non-electric models, right? So like for instance, if you have E-Ray Corvette versus a regular Corvette, like they have a solution for the E-Ray, or they have a solution for the Corvette, but not the electronic version. They run off some sort of different type of software. I'm not sure if they are making noises through the factory audio system based on driving the car. So something is different there, but there is no solution for it yet. Therefore, we had to take the analog high voltage output from the factory amplifier, and that is going to then feed into our DSP amplifier. So again, with most GMs, Cadillacs, things that use up mixers, there's a lot of processing happening in that factory amplifier. So you're never going to be able to get a perfect organic signal from that, right? So that's why we introduce other sources that can also work with the factory radio. So preset 2 is going to be our HDBT card, which is a Bluetooth card that's going to dock into our V12 DSP amplifier. It's going to give a connection from our phone directly to the DSP, bypassing the radio, but also still allowing us to connect to the factory, let's say CarPlay, right? So we can still connect to the factory radio. We still get the information on the screen with the CarPlay, but the audio is being diverted directly to the DSP, bypassing all the factory processing, giving us a much, much better signal, cleaner signal, full signal, and that's ultimately what we want when we're trying to upgrade the audio system. So that's always going to be the best bet in a car like this, where again, you cannot use any kind of factory amp interface. If you had a factory amp interface, that would essentially kind of be doing the same thing and giving us a digital signal to our DSP from the factory radio. But again, we didn't have that, therefore preset 2, that HEC card for the HDBT. And again, we'll have that factory center channel on a switch. Switch is located underneath the center console. Therefore, we can flip the switch, reactivate that center channel, and if we take a phone call, that phone call can be delivered through that factory center channel speaker. And then you turn it off, obviously, when you're listening to music on the other preset. Now, preset 3 is going to be our ASE Certified SP3000. This is going to use analog out, so 3.5 to RCA directly into our DSP. And from there we'll be able to process anything that's on this player. So if this has DSD, we can play anything that's on the player because we're using the analog output. So now there's no real limitations to what the DSP can process because we're going analog out of the player. So ASE Certified, it's going to be our most elite way to play music over, say, like a cell phone, because again, a cell phone, the components in a cell phone is not made for the highest of all audio quality. Therefore, when we're using something like this, we'll just get a lot more depth, separation, width, all of that stuff is going to be pretty noticeable when we jump from preset 2 to preset 3. So this is really going to maximize what our system is capable of. And again, these kind of run just like a phone. We can go into here and go here. All of these apps are basically loaded into the player natively. So again, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, Apple Music, Amazon Music, anything that you would typically use is on here. So again, streaming it through here versus your cell phone, again, big difference. You can load music onto here versus obviously load music on your phone. Again, big difference in sound quality. Going through this remote, this is going to be our main volume here that you see in white. If I hit this once, that's going to be our subwoofer volume. Hit it one more time, that's going to be our preset. Right now it's showing you on preset 3. I can just go to preset 2, hold that down, and now all of a sudden we're on preset 2, and I can stream Bluetooth directly from my phone. So that's how easy it is to switch presets, utilize the controller. Again, we got your sub bass and everything right here in the controller. So makes everything super nice. We don't lose any factory functionality. Everything is integrated in properly. We sound treated behind the doors, sound treated behind the rear doors, and obviously around the subwoofer. The back there, again, can't see the subwoofer enclosure. Everything is nice and tidy. Everything looks like it's factory. And again, just another vehicle that we've kind of tackled, designed, and created a factory upgrade application of a great audio system, and, you know, have it look the part while we're at it. All right, so just listen to the Cadillac LYRIQ you saw us do. That's the one with the really cool subwoofer enclosure, tweeter pods, and everything that we did. What do you think?
Outstanding. I could not ask for anything better. At first, I had an inkling of what I wanted the sound to be like, an upgrade over the AKG 19 speaker system that came with the car, which was very lacking. And I gave Matt some of my concerns with what I wanted. I wanted more bass. I wanted the better highs, so the mid-range didn't sound muffled or anything like that. He delivered in spades. I could not ask for anything better. This thing rocks, and it's coming from a 13.1, just one sub, and it's doing the business. And then you have the tweeters up front. You got the frac tweeters up front, crystal clear. You couldn't ask for anything better. It sounds like if a person was singing and they walked across from the right side to the left side, you can hear them walking across. Or the singer, when they take a breath, you can hear the breath that the singer's taking. Or if they're like, you know, you're 6 rows back and, you know, they're center stage, you can hear all that. This is it. This is the end game.
And I will say this fucking sub does get down. It does get down.
Yes. Yes, very happy. Love it, love it, love it.
So thank you guys so much for following along all of these videos. If this is your first time seeing an audio build that we've done, we do plenty. Follow our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like and comment on the video. Kind of help that algorithm for us. Go ahead and hit that alert bell, letting you know anytime we drop a new video. Make sure you follow our TikTok. I drop a lot of videos on here before they make it out to YouTube. So you might have seen this build months ago before it made it to YouTube. So go ahead and check us out there. Obviously, check us out on Instagram as well. We'll drop a lot of reels on videos, primarily before they make it out to YouTube. So if you want to get the first content that we drop before it makes it here where you're seeing it, check us out on Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you check out our website, musaicdesign.com. This is going to be the best place to see all the content in one easy to find area, whether it's the audio stuff, the radar laser stuff, any of it. You can easily search by the collection tab, finding the different makes, manufacturers, models, see what we might have done in a car or another car that you have, see how we tackled it, see how we integrate into that car like we did this car. If you want to contact me for a job, here is my phone number followed by my email address. These are the 2 best points of contact to reach out to me if you want to inquire about a build. And then finally, check out our podcast. It's called the Old Fashioned Car Audio Podcast. It's basically going to be a blast from the past if you were from the 80s and 90s. We're going to go through the evolution of car audio. Of course, we talk to a lot of the icons who grew up in car audio and made this industry what it is. And obviously we talk about all things that are current and modern audio. So if you've been out of the scene for 20 years and you're getting back into it and want to understand what it takes to do audio in 2025, check out the podcast, because we're going to explain through everything and try and give you kind of like a checklist if you're going to a shop inquiring about a job. So check us out. Old Fashioned Car Audio Podcast, streaming everywhere, also on Spotify. And like always, guys, I appreciate the feedback, appreciate the follow, and
until next time, peace.